Hello everyone, my name is Diaz, and as you may be able to tell, I'm a little excited right now. My favorite football team, the San Francisco 49ers, have just advanced to the Super Bowl, so it's definitely an exciting time. On top of that, I'm currently in Anaheim on a Disney vacation for my daughter and my goddaughter. So it's definitely an exciting day, eventful day. Like I mentioned, my name is Dana. I am from Fontana, California. Not Montana, Fontana, for those of you who don't live in state. I have an 11-year-old daughter, soon to be 11-year-old daughter. It's just her and I for the most part, but I have a very strong family and friend support group that are there for the both of us. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it's just the two of us, so it's nice. But on top of that, she is actually 2 inches taller than me and much bigger than me. So even though she's just turning 11, sometimes I feel as though I have a sister more than a daughter. But rest assured, she understands that discipline, and I'm still mom. So even though I'm a younger mother, I've been told oftentimes that I'm very old-fashioned. There's no cell phone available anytime soon. We don't do the video games. We don't do any of that. I'm pretty old-fashioned. Definitely no crop tops, things of that sort. Any parents that are out there probably understand that, that there's a lot of challenges that faces us as parents today, as opposed to the older generations. I know that I'm dealing with things that my parents never had to deal with, but it's okay. We're pushing through. Like I mentioned, the big support group, following through with what our passions are in life. That's really my passion. My family, my friends, my workload. I love my job. I work for a water agency. I just recently transferred about a year ago from a public city agency to a private agency that represents a smaller portion of a city. It's definitely a great move. It was an advancement for me. Really, those are my career goals: is continuously advance, continuously learn, continuously grow. I've always kind of been the nerd in school, and surprisingly, after me leaving college for 2 years, it wasn't because it was too hard or because I had something better to do. I was just bored. I was genuinely bored, and I felt that I felt like I was too good, and your young mentality, you realize that those are things that don't matter anymore. But now that I'm older and I'm in the working industry, I realize it's all essential, it's all necessary. We're all going on a different path, and I just need to take from each class what I can take from it. But like I mentioned earlier, being challenged is the main factor for me. As long as I'm learning, as long as I'm growing, I can be happy and healthy in a situation. So I usually just try to take as much as I can from anything. And luckily, I've been in environments where I can do so. Leading into oral communication, like I mentioned in my personal blog, oral communication is everything. I honestly contribute that to all of my advancement in my positions. Getting to know people, networking. I think we all have been in the industry enough to understand that it's sometimes not what you know, it's about who you know. It's about the relationships that you develop, the trust that you can gain, and how important it is to develop, to not only portray yourself, but portray your ideas. And oral communication revolves on all of that. I actually pride myself in what I've done so far at my new agency. When I came in, even though it's one complete water agency, not only were the departments physically separated, they were at different locations. You felt a complete separation. And I came in thinking, aren't we all on the same team? And I've honestly probably worked hardest at bringing that barrier together. And just recently, my general manager called me in and he said, hey, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for the work that you've done, the time that you spent trying to join the two groups, and it's made such a difference. You forced everyone else to realize, what are we upset about? What are we arguing about? So, that's how I shine, and that's how I feel is the best thing. How you present yourself is really what matters. So I look forward to getting to work with all of you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and comment on my video. Go 49ers. Have a good night, guys.